The Oscars red carpet is supposed to be the ultimate stage for Hollywood glamour, but every year, not every outfit lands the way it was supposed to. And the 98th Academy Awards on March 15, 2026 were no exception. From confusing couture experiments to dresses that looked more chaotic than chic, some stars completely missed the mark on fashion's biggest night. So today, we're counting down the top 10 worst-dressed celebrities at the 2026 Oscars. Odessa Azan. And kicking off our list is a look that tried to channel rock star drama, but ended up looking more chaotic than couture. When Odessa Azan stepped onto the red carpet at the 98th Academy Awards on March 15, 2026, her debut look definitely made people stop, but not necessarily for the right reasons. The Marty Supreme actress wore a dramatic all-black Valentino ensemble inspired by a boho rock star aesthetic, featuring a billowing wrap jacket with a plunging neckline, subtle floral patterns, and sparkling crystal embroidery. Beneath the oversized layers was a long velvet skirt with metallic flower details hugging the hips, and some reports even suggested she wore boot-cut pants underneath, making the outfit feel even more bulky. With her natural jet-black curls flowing down her shoulders, the whole vibe clearly aimed for a mystical asterisk Stevie Nicks-inspired 70s moment. But on the Oscars red carpet, it felt chaotic and overstyled, more like a dramatic stage costume than a polished Hollywood fashion statement. Jihoon Kim. Next up is a dress that completely exploded on social media, and not everyone thought that was a good thing. When Jihoon Kim stepped onto the red carpet at the 98th Academy Awards, her outfit instantly became one of the most talked about and controversial looks of the night. The South Korean influencer wore a dramatic ivory gown, completely covered in tiny, shimmering crystals that created an intense glitter overload effect under the red carpet lights. The dress itself was simple in shape, body-hugging with long sleeves, an exposed neckline, and a sweeping train, but the reflective fabric made it appear almost translucent on camera, which quickly sparked debate online about whether the look was a bold fashion statement or simply too revealing for the Oscars. Jihoon attended the ceremony with her mother as her guest, but while some people said the shimmering dress looked like it was melting perfectly onto her skin, many critics felt the overly reflective fabric pushed the look from glamorous to downright disastrous for Hollywood's biggest night. Leam Myron. Then came a red carpet look that felt more like an experimental runway piece than something meant for the Oscars. When Leam Myron stepped onto the red carpet at the 98th Academy Awards, she clearly wasn't trying to play it safe. Representing her film, The Ugly Stepsister, the Norwegian actress arrived in a bold experimental white gown that quickly became one of the most confusing looks of the night. The avant-garde dress mixed layers of airy tulle with rigid sculptural panels, while feather accents framed the neckline and a dramatic fur shawl was draped across her shoulders, creating a combination that felt a bit chaotic rather than couture. She styled the look with a slick-back sculptural bun featuring knot details and curtain-like swoops, plus a super dark smoky eye with hints of red shadow and heavy liner. While the outfit clearly aimed for high-fashion drama, the clashing textures and theatrical styling made it feel more like a runway experiment than a polished Oscars red carpet moment. Taylor Paul. Now, this next outfit definitely grabbed attention, but critics say it crossed the line from bold to just plain shocking. When Taylor Frankie Paul walked the red carpet at the 98th Academy Awards, she definitely made sure people noticed, but not everyone thought it was for the right reasons. The reality TV personality arrived in a daring gown by Randy Rahm, featuring an extremely high full-body slit that ran almost the entire length of the dress. The dramatic cut instantly grabbed attention, but many critics felt the design looked more shocking than stylish, making the outfit feel a bit out of place for Hollywood's most prestigious night. Taylor attended the ceremony while promoting her upcoming season of The Bachelorette and The Special Bachelorette, before the first rose. But instead of elegant red carpet glamour, The bold slit made the dress look more like a reality show publicity stunt than a polished Oscars fashion moment. Kelly Ripa. Up next, a Hollywood TV icon who aimed for classic glamour, but the sparkle might have gone a little too far. When Kelly Ripa arrived at the 98th Academy Awards, she clearly aimed for full Hollywood glamour, but the result felt a little too much. The TV host wore a custom strapless gold gown by Christian Siriano, featuring a structured corset bodice that flowed into a sleek column skirt completely covered in hundreds of reflective sequins. Under the bright red carpet lights, the dress created a dramatic liquid gold shine, but the heavy sparkle made the look feel a bit overwhelming rather than elegant. She styled it with rose gold pointed toe pumps, diamond rings, and a classic updo that showed off the strapless neckline, while her makeup stayed soft with shimmery eyeshadow and a nude pink lip. But despite the glamorous intention, the ultra-shiny sequins made the gown look more flashy than fashionable, turning what could have been classic Oscars elegance into something that felt a bit over the top for the night. Auli'i Cravalho. Next on the list is a princess-style gown that looked magical at first glance, until the dramatic details started to overwhelm the entire look. When Auli'i Cravalho stepped onto the red carpet at the 98th Academy Awards, she brought full-on fairy tale drama, but the design didn't work for everyone. The actress wore a dramatic ivory ball gown from Antonio Maris's Spring-Summer 2026 collection featuring a bodice covered in oversized sculpted rosettes that formed a bold tulip-style bust. Below it flowed a huge tulle skirt that created a dreamy princess silhouette, sometimes described by fashion observers as ivory and even sea foam under the lights. She completed the look with jewelry from Brilliant Earth and sparkling heels by Renate. While the gown definitely made a dramatic statement, many critics felt the heavy, structured floral bodice looked disproportionate compared to the soft skirt, making the whole outfit feel a little unbalanced, almost like two completely different dresses stitched together for Hollywood's biggest night. Reinsve. Then we have a minimalist red gown that proved sometimes less isn't always more on the Oscars red carpet. When Reinsve stepped onto the red carpet at the 98th Academy Awards, her look was bold but surprisingly simple. Maybe a little too simple for the biggest night in Hollywood. The Best Actress nominee wore a custom cherry red gown by Louis Vuitton, designed by Nicolas Ghesquière and styled by Carla Welch. The strapless, tube-style dress was made from vibrant red silk crepe and cut from what was described as a single piece of fabric, creating a very clean and minimalist silhouette. It featured a dramatic side slit starting high at the hip that left one leg completely exposed, while the other side extended into a long, flowing train. But despite the sleek design, some critics felt the dress looked almost too plain and awkwardly cut, especially for the Oscars. And things nearly got worse when someone accidentally stepped on her long train during the ceremony while she helped present the award for sentimental value, nearly causing a wardrobe malfunction. Ginnifer Goodwin. Coming up next is a dress that tried to blend sheer elegance with drama, but ended up looking strangely mismatched. When Ginnifer Goodwin arrived at the 98th Academy Awards, her outfit instantly sparked debate, and not exactly in a good way. The actress stepped onto the red carpet in a sheer black organza gown by Mons, featuring dramatic off-the-shoulder puff sleeves, lace detailing across the skirt, and a long, flowing train. The dress was built from layers of transparent mesh and organza, creating a textured, glamorous effect. But on camera it looked a bit messy and oddly structured rather than elegant. She accessorized with a striking piece of Sabyasachi high jewelry, a chunky 18-carat gold necklace with a 10.35-carat emerald, mint green tourmalines totaling about 84 carats, and diamonds, plus a silver choker and black clutch. But despite the glamorous idea behind the look, the oversized sleeves and sheer layers made the whole outfit feel disjointed, more confusing than couture on Hollywood's biggest night. Chloe Zhao. And finally, one of the most mysterious and debated looks of the night, a gothic outfit that had people wondering if the Oscars suddenly turned into a dark fantasy premiere. When Chloe Zhao arrived at the red carpet of the 98th Academy Awards, she surprised everyone with a look that was dramatically different from her usual minimalist style. The Hamnet director wore a custom dark Gothic-inspired gown by Gabriella Hearst, made from a glossy metallic gunmetal fabric that almost looked like leather under the lights. The floor-length dress featured oversized bell sleeves and a tiered ruffled skirt, but the most striking and controversial detail was the sheer black veil draped over her head, partially covering her face and giving the whole outfit a very somber, almost funereal vibe. She completed the look with bold jewellery from BVLGari, including a dramatic necklace shaped like an Ouroboros snake. While some fans praised the outfit's dark, avant-garde, witchy energy, many critics felt the mourning-like aesthetic felt oddly heavy for the celebratory Oscars red carpet, making it one of the most debated, and for some, one of the worst-dressed looks of the night. So those were the top 10 worst-dressed celebrities at the 2026 Oscars. Which look do you think was the worst of the night? And was there any outfit on this list that you actually liked? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more celebrity fashion rankings, red carpet breakdowns, and iconic style moments.